Headspace is not rocket science, but it definitely enables me to, do rocket science. I'm Karan Talati. I'm a software engineer that lives in Los Angeles. I grew up with my family in Chicago. My parents are both from India, so I grew up as a first-generation immigrant. I studied mechanical engineering in college because I was really fascinated by fast cars in high school, and then my interests have kind of evolved since. Now I'm building one of the fastest vehicles, known to mankind. Rocket, the way it works, it's so orchestrated. There's so many pieces of it that have to come together and be, working harmoniously and in sync. But like most countries that have attempted to launch a rocket, a lot of them have failed because they don't quite get all of those pieces working together in sync. The timing might be off, or the ignition sequence might have been too early or too late. The stakes are really high, especially when you're building something that's going to take people to space. There's human lives on the line. So there's a lot of stress and there's a lot of excitement with the stuff that's going on. So you're very reactive, and I used to think like that kind of gave you like an edge or an advantage over everybody else because your mind's working faster, but it doesn't really make sense to react to something unless you fully are aware of what's going on. I think the mind is a lot like a rocket. Things have to work in harmony. If they're off timing, they're gonna explode, right? You explode at somebody or you explode at yourself because things don't make sense to you at that time or things don't line up. But since I've started meditating, I've kind of been more aware of all that, which is kind of a cool thing, when you're able to analyze yourself in real time, something I didn't have before. I came across Headspace, I think somewhat by accident. It was very approachable. It's been a new element to introduce into my otherwise very busy and noisy life. I think meditation is very much like a skill, a learning journey that I've barely even scratched the surface of. It's a skill that's developed solely through practice. Nobody's putting these promises, nobody's telling you what to feel. And it's kind of and because you don't have those preconceptions, the discovery is kind of the adventure in itself.